Hi, my name is Mona Pinon. This is my first time doing a video blog. I've been recording my weight loss on WordPress, Mona Pinon Mama 5. Some of you might know me on Facebook or just around town. I've recently lost 123 pounds and I am 36 pounds away from my goal. I'm not sure why I've never done a video blog before. They've always been interesting to me, and people have motivated me to continue fighting in my journey. So I'm not really sure why I haven't done one, but I kind of feel led to do this one. I want to talk about food addiction and eating disorders, and how I was 309 pounds, and how I got there. I remember like my most recent memory of when my food addiction started was when I was 8 years old. But like it was like kind of like a snowball effect. Like my sister left the home when she was 18, and so I was 5 at the time, so that was kind of a sad moment for me because she was a big part of my life. And then with my dad in and out of my life, him finally leaving when I was 8, triggered, a picky eating. That's what I call it. Like I like to pick at food. And I remember that starting when I was 8 years old. And when I started my weight loss journey, there was a time where I was doing really well, and it was Easter, and I had already lost maybe 40 pounds, and it was Easter time, and that picking at food, triggered the memory of when I was 8 and my dad leaving. And so that's how, the whole eating for comfort and picking at food, that memory comes to mind. And I think that's when my food addiction started, when I was 8 years old. That's the first memory I have. But how I got to 309 pounds, it was a combination of a lot of things. My dad leaving, and never feeling good enough for anybody, and just that part. And then my son was diagnosed with cancer. A lot of you know that my son was diagnosed with cancer when he was just 3.5 months old. And then, being in the hospital and staying overnight, being separated from my family, not knowing, if your son's gonna live or die, and, just the stress of that, I never expected in a million years that I would ever get that news about my son. And so just, that was one turning point in my life where I had gained maybe 60 pounds. I think it was like 60 pounds. And, he was my 4th, so not really ever losing the weight from previous babies. So it was like 220, and then I add 60, so I was 280 pounds. And then, he relapsed, and then I had a miscarriage, my second miscarriage, and the second miscarriage was a little devastating. The first one was hard, but the second one was really devastating. And so, I kind of had this, like, if I start losing weight, then something bad will happen, because I would always okay, I need to get my butt in shape, and I tried to lose weight, but then, my son relapsed, and then, I had the miscarriage, and it was like something always bad was happening. And it was a fear, that it was a true fear. Like I really feared that if I started losing weight, that it would trigger something bad happening. But now looking back, it's like, it was an excuse, a true fear, but it was an excuse to not work hard at something that I really wanted. So what triggered my weight loss was last December, which I'm coming up on a year. But last December, my brother passed away. And he was a big part of my life. And, we moved to Grants Pass, Oregon, and he was here. He was from California. We're all from California, but he moved here to start his life over. And, with Isaac, my son Isaac being diagnosed with cancer, and I forgot to mention, he was paralyzed from that cancer. But we just wanted a new start, so we're just like, we came to Oregon, and my brother and I got really close. Like, we were always close, because my dad being in and out of our lives, he was like the dad in the house. And so when he passed away, it was so hard on everybody, my whole family. It was hard on everybody, because he was kind of like the rock, he kept us together. And so I just thought to myself, like, he was overweight, he had sleep apnea and asthma, and not knowing that he had pneumonia, he had heart failure from lack of oxygen to his brain. And so knowing that could be me, knowing that I have 5 kids and a husband, I just didn't want that to happen to me, because they needed me. Isaac needs me. I'm his primary caregiver, so who's going to take care of him if something happened to me, And so I just woke up one day, and I just was like, I need to do something. I need to change. I need to change what I'm doing. And so I just like cold turkey. I just was like, I gotta do it. I gotta save my life. I can't die just because I want to eat something. Like, I can't let that be what kills me, And so I had a lot of motivation. I turned it into a fundraiser. And I started raising money for a playground at my son's school, wheelchair accessible playground. And, it was kind of like I had a lot of cheerleaders, a lot of people just really confident that I was able to do it. And, I can't say I did it by myself, because, I prayed a lot and I asked God to just help me, because it's been the hardest thing I've ever had to do in my life. Like with food addiction, like with the regular addiction, you don't need the drug to survive, but you need food to survive, and so I just had to like say no, I had to tell myself, no, don't do it, and I'd say it out loud, so I could hear myself say it's not worth it, and then, just my brother passing was just motivation that I didn't want to end up like he did, And it's like, as we're coming up on a year of him being gone, it's like this hole still in my heart, and but I want to keep going, and I want to be healthy for me and for my family, and I just want to encourage other people to like don't give up on your life. And I know it seems like it's so hard to it's so hard to reach. The goal is just too much weight. Like, that was one thing that I blogged about recently, is that I'd want to lose weight, and I wouldn't lose the weight fast enough, and so I would just give up. Or like most 309 pounds, like, how am I gonna ever lose that? It's too hard. It's too hard, and I would just tell myself that. But I 100% believe that if you just believe in yourself and you just keep pushing forward and just keep, like, that self-talk, you know, I really believe in that, just like telling yourself you can do something, because you are your own worst enemy sometimes. Like, you can talk yourself into doing something and it be a positive thing, or you could talk yourself out of doing something, you know, and it holds you back. So I have like this whole new perspective on like food addictions and like eating disorders and just like self-image. And you know, I know I'll never be like size 1, like that's not what I want. Like I know I'll never have like toned skin, or like I know that'll never be, you know, what I'll get, but my goal is to be healthy and to be around when my kids are, you know, growing up, and when they have their kids, you know. And so anyways, I just wanted to encourage you today. And you know, I keep my video, or my WordPress blog, Mona Pinon Mama 5, and I'm also on Facebook, Saving Mona, if you search for Saving Mona. And really, that's what I'm doing. Finally, you know, I'm doing something for myself, but in return, it's like I'm doing something for my family, you know. So it's not a selfish thing, taking care of yourself and wanting to do good. So I don't know, I didn't know this was gonna turn into a crying session, but just I encourage you today. And if you're struggling with the food addiction, don't give up, no matter where you are in your journey. You know, it's gonna be something that we struggle with for the rest of our life. It's not ever gonna shut off, you know. We're always gonna have a problem, you know, with food, and I've kind of like accepted that, and now that I know that, like, it gives me I have the tools to succeed, you know. And so wherever you're at in your journey, if you're just starting, or you know, you still, like me, you have like 36 pounds to go to your goal, or you're in maintenance, you know, and you're still struggling with food thoughts and different things, don't give up. Like, don't give up on yourself, you know. So that's my encouragement for today and my first video blog. And I hope that I could help somebody today. Just, you know, be the best that you can, and just fight for what you believe in, you know, whatever it is, just fight for what you believe in. So thank you for listening, and I just hope you have a very blessed day. Bye.